been keeping a little secret. Do you see what we got here? How cool is that, you guys? Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I shared with you guys this wine fridge that we got from NewAir, and I made a joke that I think it's great, but I think we could use one more, right? You guys remember? Look what we got. But instead of another wine fridge, look what we have here. We've got ourselves a mini fridge that can hold like 160 cans. It's so freaking awesome. I love it. How cool is this, you guys? They sent me this fridge to go side by side with the wine fridge, and I couldn't be happier with it. We've actually had it a few weeks, but I wanted to, try it out, see how well it works and stuff before I shared it with you guys, and we are just obsessed. We love this so much. We are so happy with it. I will link it below if you are interested at all. If you have like a small office area, whether it's in your home or outside your home, I think it would be really, really great. It fits so much in it. As you can see, yes, I got my stash of Diet Coke. Your girl ain't perfect. But I also have like some of the skinny cans up on top. Nate has some cans there in the back even. This is primarily mine though, I'm not gonna lie. And then I got some like seltzers down at the bottom, some kombucha, some Gatorade. Like I got it all in there. It's so awesome. Oh, and bottles of water. I love it. It actually is nice to have too, you guys, even just for extra space in our regular fridge. You know what I'm saying? I really like them too, even though they're not like identical refrigerators. Obviously, one's again for wine, one is not. But I love that they're both stainless steel, that I think they still blend well together, and I'm super happy again to have one that holds other items as well. And then this one's really, really easy. Obviously, I've shown you guys the wine one before, and you set it to different temperatures based on what you have, but this of course is very, very simple for just your normal beverages. And then there's a light here too. It's really cool. I love it. Thank you so, so much to NewAir. We truly appreciate it. And I will tell you that they have both been put to great use. But again, I will link it below, my friends. If you are in the market at all for either, check them out. You will not be disappointed. And I will have everything linked below, including a coupon code for you. I hope you guys love it too. I think it just completes the look of the island here. It just fit perfectly. Hi guys, how you guys doing? I feel like I kind of, missed the boat on the whole vlogging this week. But it's just been one of them weeks, It's been hot, and so you just try not to move as much as possible. You sit on your couch like this, you don't move, and you wait for the AC to come on as it just did, right? Am I right? But with that said, I'm craving mac and cheese. And I thought you guys could cook that up with me. I have some broccoli here, so I'm gonna make like a broccoli mac and cheese. However, this is a little bit different because I'm kind of running on some minimal ingredients here. We're gonna make this work. And if it's a bust, it's gonna be a bust together, and then you'll know what not to do. But yeah, so I have some of this chickpea pasta. Let me go over my ingredients with you of how I'm planning to do this. Because of course, with mac and cheese, there's so many variations of basically you're changing up your sauce, right? I mean, that's what makes mac and cheese. So mine's gonna be a little bit different, and we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed and hope it works out. But let me show you what I'm gonna use for this. So I have the chickpea elbow pasta here from the Banza or Banzo, some people pronounce it differently, that I'm gonna use as my base for noodles. I do have some water back there coming to a boil to do that. I'm also going to take 2 crowns of broccoli. I'm gonna cut all of them and all the florets off. And then at the end of when the pasta has 5 minutes left to it, I'm gonna throw in the florets into that just to cook, take that bite out of them. We're gonna bake all of this at the end though. It's the best, right? And so for my sauce though, oh, and I'm gonna saute up an onion too separately, just gonna give it a lot of flavor. Other than that though, I mean, you got your garlic powder, your salt, and the simple ingredients that you would normally use, right? But where it's gonna get a little tricky for me is I actually have a mac and cheese recipe on my website already, but where it gets a little tricky is the sauce, right? So normally I would use like a cashew base. It's a great base to go to because you will definitely get that creaminess you're looking for, but I'm out of cashews. And I do feel like a lot of people though, although that's a popular one, I feel like a lot of people sometimes try to stay away from cashews too, whether they're like an allergy to them, or they just don't really prefer them. So I get that. So we're going to do something different. So I'm thinking we'll make like an roux, right? Which you'd normally take like a vegan butter, or butter, and of course we're making ours vegan, and some flour, and then you add your liquid to that, and it kind of makes this thickened, sauce, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. But you have to make it cheesy, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna use some nutritional yeast. I think that'll be really, really good. I think it's really good for you too. Great source of B12, actually really good protein. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that enough. And I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce, some Tapatio hot sauce for some flavor. I'm also gonna put a little bit, just cause I've got it, the Better Than Bouillon no chicken base. Just a little bit of that. This is what you use to make like your own veggie broth or chicken broth even. I'm gonna use soy milk for, again, the liquid and to make it all thicken up. But here's where the big, trick is. One of the main ingredients you need to make this thickening agent, right, is flour. I'm completely out of regular flour right now. I didn't even realize it. I do have some coconut flour, and I have this rye flour from Arrowhead Mills. This has been really great for like baking cookies and stuff though. But I have that, so I'm thinking to use that. We're gonna hope that works, but I might also add, we'll just kind of see how it goes. I might also add some cornstarch. I feel like this will make it work if that's not gonna cut it, right? I think this will work. Now, of course, you can add like any kind of veggies you want to it too, whatever works. And then we're gonna, cook all that up. My water's getting there. Cook all that up, the pasta noodles, the broccoli at the end in there. I'm gonna saute up this onion, like I said. It's really, really simple though, nothing that's, too intricate. And then we'll have in a separate saucepan, the sauce hopefully come together. We're gonna put it all into a casserole dish. And on top, what I'm thinking is, and again, minimal ingredients right now, I've got some of this shredded coconut, and I also have some paprika, and I also have some liquid smoke. This you can pretty much, I think, find anywhere now. This was hard to find for a long time. That mimics bacon, like a smoky flavor. So what I'm gonna do is kind of soak some of these pieces of coconut in paprika and liquid smoke, and we'll sprinkle that over top, and it'll be like bacon on top is the idea. You can of course do breadcrumbs. Your girl don't have any. But you could definitely do that too. That'd be awesome, right? Let's see where this goes, but that's my thought, and I thought you guys could do it with me here. I will say though, just some feedback, if you have some coconut that are like the shards of it, that'll be better, but because it's a little bit kind of too small, but it's okay, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. Let me chop up my onion, and then we can just hang out and chat. How are you guys doing? Like, how's it going? I told you guys last week was kind of one of those weeks where it was just like, kind of all gets to you, with everything going on. I don't really have anything new to report here this week. Not too many changes as far as like more restrictions or less restrictions, I should say. Either way, right? But nothing really new. And sometimes, I guess, in a way, like no news is good news? Maybe? I don't know. You know what, those are coming. How long do you do this for? All right, so this is like 8 to 9 minutes in your boiling water. And how many servings? Isn't this 4 servings? Yes, it is. All right, that'll be good. And I'm gonna cook all of it. And let's do, we'll do like 5 minutes with this, and then we'll put in our broccoli florets. That lasts like additional 4 to 5 minutes, and that'll just take, again, the bite out. And yes, I'm wearing my PJ shorts. Let me set the timer because I'll forget. And bring that back up a little bit. Let me shift gears and cut up this broccoli so it's ready. I'm trying to think of anything else that I did fun this week. I really didn't. Nope. Nothing at all. I've been pretty out of it though, or just tired, and I think it's like just not feeling like great, but also nothing's really wrong. It's just, I think the heat, it just drains all of us. Like, it does not take much. You go out to take out the trash and then you're just tired and you feel like you need another shower just from that. And we are just like in this crazy heat wave right now, which is normal for us, of course, but you guys know I hate it, so I'll tell you about it. Anyway, but it's so crazy too, because again, if you are newer, I am in Central California, and this is again very, very normal for us, you know. But some parts of the US right now, specifically, I know from just like people I follow and stuff, even like on Instagram, I follow still, I love her and I don't talk about her enough, but how Jen does it. She's not vegan or anything, but that was one of like the original like lifestyle channels I've ever like come across, and I just love her. But she's in Michigan, and then she was like, it was raining so much yesterday, and I'm like, what? You know, what are you talking about? It's just kind of funny. But yeah, no, not here. It is almost 1 and we're already like at 100 degrees for the day, you know. Oh, I did get this new necklace, and I'll link it below for you. Found it on Instagram as far as like the company originally. It's Brian Anthony's is the company. And it's super cute. It's just this like little, I've had this one. This is from Princess P Jewelry. I've had it for years. But this one again by Brian Anthony's, and it stands for grit. I'm gonna put it right here. I hope it's kind of small, but I'll put it here of what it like symbolizes. And I liked that. It resonated with me. So I got that for myself. I like it. It's really dainty and I like that. Oh, just trying not to cry here. Oh gosh, you know what I usually do? Hold on, and it works like a charm. That's right, my friends, that's right. You know how we do. I think I'm gonna just do half of this onion. I think that'll be enough for like this whole dish. Yeah, we'll do that. I know you can't really see it, but I'm just gonna literally put this into a saucepan with a little bit of cooking spray and just saute it up a little bit just so they soften up. All right, we should be good now. It works. Gonna soften up those onions, gonna finish up the broccoli and pasta, gonna drain the broccoli and pasta in just a strainer in my sink, and then add those onions just over top to that and let it sit while we do the sauce. It's a really easy meal, it is. Even though there's like technically more pans, it's easy. We hope. Anyway. Let's take some of our vegan butter. Let's do like, I don't know, like almost half a stick of butter-ish, couple tablespoons of it. It's the Earth Balance stick butter. Love it. It's a great just go-to. It's good. I think even people that aren't vegan would never know. You know what I mean? And then let's go ahead and do like a 1/4 cup of this flour. This rye flour. Technically, I should melt this first. We ain't got time. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So I'm literally just gonna melt that real quick. All right, let me shift you guys just a tad here so you can kind of see what we got going on. Again, just drained the pasta, broccoli, and onion, and we're almost there already. This is good. So you don't want this to brown up. If you're making a sauce, I look really just ravishing, my friends. No, I look like it's 105 out. But you don't want this to really brown up. You just want it to melt together. You don't want it to burn, that's for sure. It definitely looks a little darker, but that's because it's rye flour than it normally would. So let me kind of show you what it kind of looks like. Like that. I'm gonna cook it a little longer. You just want to get that raw flour flavor out, but it's kind of making just one little blob. And then you're gonna add your liquid to it and whisk, and it will become very creamy, and it just takes a little time. This part is just kind of being patient with it, but it's not hard. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of the I love it. The Better Than Bouillon chicken base to this. Just a little bit. It's gonna just flavor it up like so much. Got my whisk. 2 cups or so of the soy milk. And then we'll do all of our seasonings in it too, so you don't have to worry about like, you know, sauteing up the onions with flavor and stuff. Just keep it all simple, and the broccoli too and everything. And all your flavor is gonna come from this sauce, you know? You know what I think I'm gonna add to this too? I didn't pull it out yet or anything. Mustard. A little bit of mustard really brings out the flavor and everything too. Where it's gonna get the cheesy color is definitely the nutritional yeast. But if you want it to be even like more rich in color, you could always add some turmeric to it. That's always a great, you know, fake out even in your mind if you want it to look more like the real thing. Let me put, just because we're here, here, this will work. Some of that coconut in here with the liquid smoke. And let that kind of sit and marinate in it. You know. It'll be good. Do a little bit of paprika. That's super smoky in itself. And just a little bit of this, you can definitely do like some soy sauce in it too, but either way, simple, super simple. It's crazy, like it actually like has the smell. It's just a very, very smoky flavor. I think it'll be a really good just topping on top of it all. But yeah, like I said, if you have bigger shards of coconut, I think it'd be even a little bit better, but either way. All right, I just wanted to show it to you closer, and it's definitely already like thickened up, and it's only been a few minutes, so I think we're gonna be good to go with this. I'm gonna add my nutritional yeast, some salt and pepper, and some garlic powder to this, and then that mustard and hot sauce. All right, we're basically there, my friends. I'm gonna let this just kind of sit for a little bit. I will tell you, I did not add any cornstarch. I think rye flour works better. It's super thick, so I even thinned it out with some water because it will thicken even more once it's being baked. Got my oven preheating, just using my like toaster oven, and to 350. Break up your noodles a little bit just because they've been sitting, and you want to make sure that sauce really gets in with like everything, you know. But I may not be able to fit all of this in here, but that's okay. Maybe. We'll see. Most of it. Let me show you this sauce. Can you see this? This was like 10 minutes in total, like on a high side. Let me show you. Hello. This is good. It is thick, but I did, like I said, thin it out because it will get definitely thicker as she bakes. Pour that in. The more the better. Oh, this is going to be good. And I just take this over top. You know. I think that's gonna be really good. Okay, I'm gonna bake it for like 15 to 20 minutes. I think that'll be more than enough time just to have it all, you know, again, thicken up and become one. And then we'll see how it looks on top. But if I want it to be even more of that crispy top, then we'll put it on broil for just a little bit to like have everything toast up. But we'll see what happens. So I'll check back, but look at that. In like 15 minutes. So good. By the way, my friends, I did get some more of the Crazy Go Nuts walnuts that you guys know I love. I will be doing a giveaway on those very, very soon over on my Instagram. So just be sure you're following me there, and that should be coming this week. So I just saw the box over here, and that's for you. So anyway, but I'm gonna let that bake, and we will check back and see how it's. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. Oh, girl. And I always tell you, I always burn myself on this thing. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I didn't broil. That is all on its own. Look at it. Look. I think she's done. I think so. I see little bubbles coming out on the side. Okay, that looks so bomb. All right, let's do this. All right, moment of truth. I think it's going to be delicious. Still warm for sure, but it's been sitting about 10 minutes just so it can, you know, totally thicken up and not burn me. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. I'll give you like a closer look of this too. This is what I wanted. I mean, look, you can see too, it's not like super watery or anything. Like it's not all oozing out, you know, too much. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. That's what I wanted. Let's try this out. By the way, side note, these are still on sale on my website. If you are interested, use the code SUMMER in all caps at checkout and I'll give you 50% off. And I appreciate all your support always. Oh my gosh. My friends, it's so good. It's so simple but so satisfying. That coconut on top. You know the dance. You know. This is awesome. I love it. Oh yeah, that coconut is good. It's exactly what I wanted. Please try this if you're craving it too. Try the broccoli. Perfect consistency. Not mushy, but not crunchy. That's what I wanted. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me in the kitchen a little bit. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I'm going to eat this, edit this, and see you tomorrow for a haul. Have a good day, guys. Love you.